This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Stars hold my friends till the night of
Good morning, Contemplators!
Good morning, Mr. Smee.
Tar down the main mast, mateys.
Ah.
Ha-ha. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators.
What's going on, gang? We are in for a good one today.
Yes.
We're always in for a fucking good one, but we're in for a great one.
A great one.
Great one. This is Hook. It's a Jarokk pick.
Yes.
So, let's get down to business here. We got, Cali got,
For wine.
not the story point. It's a nice little feather on it.
Yeah, it's like one of those feather pens.
Yeah, feather pen. God, this would have been great for clothes, wouldn't it? But story point because of why?
Well, because we're talking about Peter Pan, of course.
Yeah.
It is a story, and stories normally start out on ink and paper.
Indeed.
So, yeah. And also the feather, because pen can fly.
Right.
Don't let your arms get tired. That blonde always made me laugh because she was like flapping her arms and also like jumping up and down. Like
Who was that?
the blonde in that scene in Hook.
Oh.
Yeah, I always looked at her.
Oh, and the lawyers.
Yeah, the lawyers.
The lawyers.
Scene in Hook.
Oh,
we're,
God.
We're talking about Hook, right?
Right.
Okay.
I always forget about the fucking beginning.
Just I know you just like to get to the
I
Neverland.
love to get to, I just get to Neverland, man. Oh, let's move on over to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. All right.
What'd you get?
We got covetous, dull-brained baggage.
Ooh.
So, covetous, which I'm sure we've had before. Greedy, envious of possessions of others.
Mm-hmm.
Dull-brained, which is, come on you bitch, dim-witted. Baggage, prostitute, term of contempt for an immoral woman.
Put your faces on, girls. Here comes Smee.
Smee! Oh, God, this is going to be a fun one.
Oh, man. Okay, so,
Fuck.
Jarokk, what does this film mean to you?
This film means a lot. This was another, growing up film for me. I was a fucking baby when this film came out. I'm not ashamed to say it.
When did it come out again?
91.
91!
Yeah. So
wow.
This is a 91 film.
Early 90s,
Yeah,
man.
this is 91. I don't think I want to say how old I was, but I was born, and I was a child.
Oh, so you are...
No, I was a baby.
No, you are confirming that you were born.
I was born.
Oh, okay.
I was very much born.
I don't know.
I'm a child of the 80s.
I don't know if I was born either. I don't know. I don't know. I can neither deny or confirm
You're not.
that.
You're 26 and gorgeous as ever.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No,
Don't flatter me. It's cheap.
All right. Oh, God. So, no, but I was a baby. I was probably, the first time I probably did watch this and actually understand it was probably like 4, maybe 3. Because I was a young movie watcher, I will say.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that were like children in early 90s or just still like going to the movies was the thing to do. It was like so popular.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, because my mom always took us to movies.
Yeah, my mom used to put movies on just to shut me the fuck up. So, I mean,
and
unlike kids nowadays, we paid attention. Like,
Yeah.
you put a movie on nowadays because they're like,
yeah. Your mom put movies on to shut you up and cook you out.
cook me out.
Isn't that what Smee says? And knock you out or cook you out and cook
Oh, that's right.
you. Tell you, God.
Tell you a story
To
shut you up.
and cook you out.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I chose this because I watched it all the time. My sister, who's a contemplator, we all know, she can confirm that I did watch this all the time. And, but this movie does mean a lot because honestly, you've got the beginning, which I really like understand Jack a little bit.
Yes.
With the idea of like, your parents were never really around too much. And when Peter has his fucking breakdown in that room,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get to.
Yeah.
That's shit that, and I'm sure all of us as kids, at least in our time growing up,
Yes.
I can't say about today's generation,
Yeah.
but our fucking generation, that was something that, parents discipline now and then is
Oh my God.
completely different.
Yes. Yeah.
Completely fucking different.
Yeah. Hearing my mom yell was, it's terrifying.
Yeah. So, anywho, but no, yeah, I did love this movie because honestly, it was an escape, and to see all of these kids who a lot were, when I did become 4 and started watching this, and a lot of them were my age, doing shit that I loved to do, loved being outside, loved sword fighting, loved all kinds of shit, and it was just like, oh my God, like this was the Peter Pan that I fucking dreamed of,
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, that's what this movie essentially means to me. It just brings out my inner child.
It does, and also for me, like watching it now as an adult, it's like a reminder of like, don't take life too seriously. Don't fully commit to being an adult. Have some type of childhood like whimsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know about you. This wine's really good.
This wine is good.
This wine's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really good wine.
I'm digging it.
Dangerous. All right, so let's get flying.
Flying.
So the movie opens up. Well, first, obviously, let's talk about the mains. Steven Spielberg directed this film, starring Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, Bob Hoskins, and Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith. Like, I didn't know until later on that
she was so young then.
She was so young. But it never occurred to me, like, why is she still around if she's 80?
She was in her 50s when she did this. She was in her 50s playing a 2-year-old woman.
Yeah, she was 80.
Yeah. Oh, was she 80?
I'm pretty sure
I thought she was like 90.
She might have been 90.
Yeah, she should have had to have been 90. 80 years ago.
80 years, yeah. Yep. I don't do math good.
No, don't do it. No. So we got those, and so let's just start right off. So we start off in a play. We are watching a child's version of Peter Pan.
It's almost like a real child version where they need to get fed their lines, and
these kids were about 4 or 5. The teacher's sitting there just saying the lines, and then the kids are repeating it. It's really cute, actually. It's really adorable. We've all been in fucking elementary grade school plays and shit like that's happened. So
I think it's perfectly sweet of you.
Oh God. But we see them, and you see Peter Banning. Banning. Now, as a kid, I always thought it was panning.
Me too.
Okay, good. I'm not alone.
No, you were not.
I thought it was panning, and I didn't know they were saying banning until we turned on the subtitles.
Yes, I learned a lot.
Like the old fucks we are. We turned on the subtitles.
Yeah, I learned a lot of words that I couldn't really hear. Like there were certain, I don't know, maybe because it was a DVD or whatever. But no, even in the past, like that's really what they said.
I know.
What?
I liked panning better. I thought panning
was
more.
Like,
oh my God.
It was more clever to me.
Yeah, it was like panning, but I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But anywho, so Peter's there. He's watching what's his daughter's name?
Well, it's Maggie.
It is Maggie. Okay.
Yeah, I think because Maggie Smith
confused me. I don't want to do what I did for Secondhand Lions, where I'm looking at the wrong.
I just
But I just saw Maggie. I'm like, oh my God, it's Maggie. So Maggie, Maggie's doing her play. Peter's watching, and then all of a sudden, Peter gets a fucking phone call, and he answers it in the middle of this fucking play. And Moira, Peter's wife, Carolyn Goodall. She is all like, Peter, what the hell is your problem? Like, we're at our child's play.
Yeah,
like,
she kept saying,
turn
like,
shit off.
You're missing this.
Now,
that line is more telling than just get off your phone. It's like, you're missing your child, be a child.
Yeah, and I know that there are people out there that do that shit. My dad was one of them when he was on call.
Yeah.
For a job, and he would just answer it in the middle of a theater and would answer it, and I'd be like, what the fuck is your problem? But anyhow.
Yeah, people still
oh God, yes.
Fucking can't figure out how to silence their phone.
And just
shows.
Nowadays, now that cell phones are so fucking... Everybody's got them.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking got one. Yeah. I don't even think anybody has landlines any fucking more. But, well, we sure shit don't. But anywho, yeah, so Peter answers it, and it's about some deal, because he's a lawyer. And he's all like, we'll be the deal tomorrow. We'll have a meeting tomorrow. We'll deal with it. And Jack, his son, who is Charlie Korsmo, Jackie.
I haven't seen any pictures of him, how he looks now, but
I think he looks the same, if that's accurate.
Yeah. It's a thumbnail.
A lot of the Lost Boys don't look much different.
No, they don't.
I don't think Jack was at the reunion for the Lost Boys.
No, not it. It was only Lost Boys, and it wasn't a crazy amount. I mean, yeah, I guess it was the main ones that had the most lines, I think. But
what?
Someone we know is in this film.
Who do we know?
Our good friend Tomas.
Tomas is in it.
Yeah, he's not the...
Oh, that ginger fuck?
He's not the redheaded kid with the blue eyes?
Oh, wait, what?
That
ginger fuck with the afro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tomas.
Yeah, right?
Hey, it's you, Tomas.
Man, you look great.
You're older than me. I didn't even know it.
No, but actually, I did go to school with that kid for a year. He was in my brother's class. He thought he was total hot shit.
Makes sense based off a lot of the movies that I've seen him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does that very well in a lot of the movies that I've seen him in.
Yeah, I don't even remember anything else that he was in, but Hook, but whatever.
Well, Blank Check.
Ah!
He is that little shit.
God, he's such a good little shit.
I know. Well, look at you little shit.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Gingers. Anyhow, so Peter's all like, we're doing a meeting tomorrow. We're going to go. And Jack's like, I got a ball game tomorrow. Dad, you said you were going to come. He goes, I will be there. My word is my bond. Mm-hmm. And then the next day, we've got Jack at his ball game. And Jack is at his ball game. Fun fact, one of Dustin Hoffman's children is one of the ball players. Take me home, Jack! Send me home!
Wow.
And then Peter sends a intern ahead to videotape the fucking game.
Yeah.
And the intern doesn't even know which child he is fucking interning.
Yeah,
he's videotaping.
He must be new or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew who Moira was. He goes up to Miss Banning, I'm here to videotape. Which one's your son? And she's just like, what?
Yeah. Well, I guess when children are wearing uniforms, they're wearing hats. It is hard to tell people apart unless you know their number or they have their name on their back. I couldn't with football, I couldn't tell who the fuck was who unless I saw their name or their butts.
Yeah. I guess it was always the numbers.
Yeah.
That you had to know their number.
Yeah.
But
I want to but mention the little phone duel.
Oh, please.
Because this is the time, unlike today, cell phones were a luxury, or you had to be someone with money to have a cell phone.
Either money or somebody very fucking important.
Or very important. Yes. Yeah, that too.
You know?
So it's it's just fun to see them it's really like they're having a sword fight. It's like their phones are their dicks.
Right.
Yeah, look at
that. Yeah. And my dad had that exact same phone that Peter had. But yeah, those cell phones, the flips, and they had the high noon shit.
Yeah. Ha!
Oh, nice job, Banning.
Yeah.
So then finally Peter goes to the game and everybody's gone. Your typical Hollywood, dad shows up late, no fucking phones in the past, so that's why they would... And it's like, oh yeah, it's been only fucking 6 hours. I'm sure this hour and a half of baseball game for a child will be still going.
To be fair, baseball is not a timed sport.
It's not.
So it could go super fast or fucking take forever.
That is true, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the innings.
Yeah.
So we got that, and then now we're on a fucking plane, right? Now we're on Pan Am.
Yeah, let's just go to the plane.
Yeah, we don't need to go.
Pan Am.
Isn't that funny? Fun fucking
funny.
fact. This movie came out a week after Pan Am Airways went out of business. So that is what is so funny is that it was Pan Am, and then it literally went out of business a week before this movie got released.
That's so crazy because you would think a movie like that would help it with business.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think TWA bought them out, right? I think it was TWA.
Why are you looking at me like I know?
Oh, my dad would know.
Your dad would know.
But anywho, so they're on the plane, and Peter's afraid of fucking heights. He's terrified.
Petrified.
Yeah, and the captain is speaking on the intercom.
So
the captain just
calmly.
so calmly.
Yeah.
And it just so happens to also be Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman is the captain.
Interesting.
And the captain of the plane, captain of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship.
How cunning is this fox?
So he's talking and everybody's shaking.
I love that all of their
their
flight meals are all shaking. The old woman trying to spoon some type of horrible chicken or soup or whatever.
It's the sweet peasant soup. So everybody's freaking out. Peter's just sitting there freaking out and just oh my god. And Maggie shows him a picture that Jack drew where everybody has parachutes, the plane's crashing, everybody but Peter has a parachute.
Yeah.
And he's like, he finally goes, he talks to Jack and he goes, "Where's my parachute, Jackie?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, well,
Take a wild guess."
Yeah.
And he's throwing his baseball on the top of the fucking plane. Of course no one's saying anything about it.
Right. And then he's like, "You stop it, you're gonna knock it." He goes, "They're double layered." And he starts banging the baseball out the window. He goes, "Will you stop it?" He goes, "Give me that." He goes, "You're afraid you're going to get sucked out. You're afraid you're going to get sucked out." He just goes, "Will you grow up?" All that shit.
Well, because he's... I like that Jack, he's totally fed up with his dad, but the digs to his dad are they're very, they're actually kind of mature because Peter's like, "I promise Jack I'm going to go to at least 6 games next season," and Jack's like, "Yeah, better stock up on videotape or something."
My word, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, whoa, damn.
We're stuck up on the videotape. Yeah. And then he's like, "Jack, my word is my bond." Yeah, junk bonds.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you know what a junk bond is?
Exactly.
Goddamn 9, 8 years old, however old Jack was. I sure shit didn't know what a fucking junk bond was.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I didn't even know what a bond was.
Maybe he's heard of it because his dad, and you know what? Getting a bond was kind of you would get. I remember getting as a kid, oh, it's a bond from your grandmother or something. I don't even fucking remember what a fucking bond is.
We inherited bonds from when my grandparents passed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh god, a bond. So all that, and then finally the shit falls out, and Robin Williams, the oxygen masks fall out. Robin Williams says, "Ah!" Lets out the... And Jack's just like, oh. And Jack always does these laugh. That laugh that is just so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
so he does that.
He can't contain it.
Peter's just like, "You stop acting like a child." He's just like, "I am a child."
Yeah.
Just grow up. They get to London. They're walking up the door, and Peter's going to the wrong door.
He's not paying attention. He's got his eyes on these cards that he's supposed to memorize for his speech.
So they go up to the door, and one of my favorite moments, of the lot, Peter is like, "Okay, guys, this is England. Okay, you're in England. This is the land of manners." Mm-hmm. And then he knocks on the door. Toodles opens the door, and the old man Toodles. He opens the door and says, "It's snowing!" And slams the fucking door.
And Jack, he just laughs his ass off, and he's like
choking on his gum. He's like, "Oh." And then even Moira's like, "Oh my god!" And then we see. I assume Liza's like a housekeeper to Wendy.
Maybe a housekeeper or a caretaker.
Caretaker probably. That's probably better because she obviously knows Moira, so she must have been there for years.
Yeah, and she's fun too.
Oh god, I love Liza.
Yeah,
Lisa.
I said that.
Liza.
Liza. Because she opens the door and just goes, "Ah!" He's completely screaming.
Oh, look at these adorable children!
Just fucking... Oh, and Maggie's face is so adorable in that fucking scene. She's just like, "What do I do?
I don't know what to do. I'm trying to be respectful, but this is hilarious."
And that's another thing that I remember as a kid, trying not to laugh at these certain moments.
Yeah.
I mean... My God, I just want to laugh at a lot of things. And I know my mom, and even, obviously, my dad, but even my mom sometimes, "Stop laughing. It's not appropriate."
Yeah.
And I can't help it.
It's funny.
But yeah, so they go in, and Moira becomes a fucking child again.
I love that moment because she, like, poor Moira, you know? Because, like, Peter is so, like, being an adult is all he knows.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even ever allow the children to be children.
No.
Yeah, grow up. This is that. Oh, wait. Oh, stop. Get down. You're going to break your neck.
Yeah.
Shit like that. And yeah, you're right. She's just, oh my God. It's like the first smile we see her deliver in the film. I mean, it's still in the beginning, but it's like, yeah, she becomes a child. And Peter's just like, nah. Oh.
What's into you?
What's going on with you? Yeah.
Oh, it's this house.
Yes.
Oh, look, and she even shows him a picture of him. And she's like, do you remember him? He goes, oh, was I ever that young?
I was like, how old is he supposed to be?
Grew up right away.
Yeah.
So then we finally get Dame Maggie Smith. We get Wendy.
Yeah.
And she's just, hello, boy, and sees Peter. And you gotta give it to fucking Maggie Smith or even Wendy. I love the character Wendy as this older woman. And Maggie did so well because she comes down the stairs and you can see throughout the entire film of just, that's her first love.
Yes.
You know, and she
God.
does that so fucking well. Like, there were all these moments where she just wanted to touch, she wanted to kiss him, she wanted to do these moments, but she had to, like, stop herself because she was like, oh my God, I remember Peter, I remember you as a boy when I was young. And,
he was such a huge impact, you know, in her life.
Yeah, and then he's just, oh, hello, Gran. And Toodles, the old man Toodles, I did forget to bring up. Peter does ask Liza, he says, why isn't Toodles in a home? Like, isn't he? Because Toodles is like running around, he's like, I've lost my marbles.
Yeah,
he's
on his hands and knees, like, lost.
Yeah, you just think he's a nut job in the entire film. And Peter's like, I thought he was supposed to be in a home. What's going on? She says, oh, Toodles was her first, orphan. She couldn't get rid of him.
Yeah.
And I think in the play, Toodles and Wendy marry. Really? I think it's either the play or the book. Now, don't quote me. Yeah. It's just what I think.
Yeah, I just know Toodles was like the only lost boy to leave Neverland and come back. And not come back.
He left before Peter, I think.
I think so, too.
Yeah, he left before Peter.
Yeah.
So.
Like, he went with them after Wendy and her siblings left. Or went back to...
John and Michael, yeah.
John Michael, yeah.
Who we don't see in this film at all.
Yeah.
Which was fine. But...
This isn't about them.
It's not about them, it's about them. Them. And so Peter gets a phone call after they're trying to get ready for going to Wendy's grand... It's like a dinner kind of thing where she's about to open up her own...
Children's hospital.
Is it a hospital or was it like an orphanage?
I'm pretty positive it's a hospital.
It's a hospital? I guess it would have been a hospital. That's fine.
Or children's wing.
At a hospital?
It was... I remember hearing children's wing.
I don't know.
They don't really...
Get into it.
Yeah.
Because I always thought as a kid that they were always bringing a cake. I always thought that was a cake.
Me too, yeah.
And then they like came out with it and then you just see this big building. And I was like, is that a cake? It's the fucking weirdest cake I've ever seen. But anywho, no, Peter gets this phone call and it's Brad, one of the lawyers. Brad. And a deal goes wrong and then the kids come in and start screaming and Peter's on his cell.
Yeah.
You know? And
they're playing.
Even Moira's like, because he's all like, calm them down, like, quiet them, and Moira's like, Peter, you're on a portable phone. Like, you can leave.
Yeah, you can find another
but
room.
He fucking doesn't. And then he has this moment, and I never would have thought that Robin Williams, especially me as a child, I never would have thought Robin Williams would scare the shit out of me, but that reminded me of, like, when I pissed my dad off, you know? And he just, everybody shut up! You know, just...
Yeah, and even, like, Jack, I'm sorry.
And that moment really hit me as a kid because I was always like, oh my God, that's me. And it just, so I always hated this part. And I think that's another reason why I always would skip and would always go to Neverland.
Oh, because you would get triggered?
Because I hated it. I hated seeing all that shit.
We don't like to see Robin Williams act like that.
No, but even though it's fucking great of him that he can do that, you know? So, because he's hilarious, but he can also have that empowering fucking dad, you know, boss complex.
The dad voice.
The dad voice, you know, and...
After that phone call, Moira she's at her, like, breaking point. Because... It seems very obvious that she doesn't really push the fact that there's something wrong. Maybe she was in denial, or she knows that Peter works really hard, so this is why he's stressed. But, like, maybe it was the magic of the house moments that made her like, okay, you know what? This has to stop.
Tosses his phone out the window.
Yeah. Because it's like he challenges her too, because he said, like, you're in this house, like, you're on, you're with your family right now. This is supposed to be, like, yeah, something important's happening with Wendy, but, like, this is family time. Like, why does your job always come first? And then the phone rings, and Robin Williams, like grin on him, because he gives Moira this look of,
I'm doing it.
Like, yeah, it was like a challenge.
Yeah,
and she takes the phone and fucking throws it. And even she was, like, in shock of why she did that. Oh my God, like, I cannot believe I just did that. Because, I mean, she's right. You gotta fix your family first. And then she says, like, look, listen, you only have a very small window when your children want you to be around, want to play with you, want you to go to their games and their plays and be a part of their life. Like, in the blink of an eye, they're not going to want you to,
Then it's going to be you chasing them.
Yes!
And if that is so fucking true.
Mm-hmm. So, and he's not present. He's never present. He's always got his mind on work. That's probably why he's, like, fucking stressed. And, Robin Williams is wearing some padding to show that he's got a little bit of a belly, so he doesn't take care of himself.
Yeah, because he's a drinker. We only see him drink, like, once.
But it's
apparently
it's implied that he
does it a lot.
Yeah, he overdoes it.
And then we have this beautiful moment with Maggie Smith and the kids.
And Maggie.
And Maggie.
Maggie and Maggie have a moment.
With Wendy and Maggie have this beautiful moment where she's reading the storybook. And apparently, I think that was, like, the original copy of the book.
Ooh.
I think. So she's, like, reading through and talking about it and talking about the author, James Matthew Barrie.
Mm-hmm.
And he...
Well, Maggie, she's asking, like... Because she even asked her mom, like, is Wendy really the real Wendy? Maggie Smith... Well, it's Wendy. We're going to call her Wendy. Because
Wendy!
We got two Maggies here. Fuck.
Maggie moved.
They're talking about how fairies were born with the laughter. And Maggie, like, really wants to know, like, are you really the real Wendy? She's like, well, look, look where Jack is. Jack's at this huge open window, which is the iconic window of the Peter Pan story. And I didn't notice it until the last time we watched it, but there's also a fireplace in the bedroom.
There wasn't there?
When is there ever a fireplace in the bedroom? But
this is London. It's
London, and the window just seems to always be open, so it's gotta be fucking cold in that bitch.
Right. And that's funny throughout the film, even in London, like, because even at her dinner there was an open window. And it's like, we're in winter.
Yeah, like, why do they have open windows?
Why are the windows open in winter?
Is nobody, like, freezing? No one has frostbite or anything?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
English, you guys really know how to hang on to the cold.
Oh, yeah.
But,
But Jack says you're not the really real Wendy.
That was 80 years ago.
You're really old.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. So, yeah, they're doing all that, and then they put the kids to bed, and they go to the dinner. And I love the dinner. Or love this because Peter's making his speech and he's talking about his speech and everything, and he's like, I know if we all could stand, we would. And you see all of they're all older.
Yeah.
So these all had to have been like, Wendy must have started adopting in her teens.
Yeah, like almost like right away after her experience in Never Neverland with the Lost Boys and Peter and all that, she was like, I do not want to see any child, like, lost or out in the cold. And,
because then you start seeing a bunch of older men and then women. All of these people start standing up. They're blowing her kisses. They're, like, doing sign. Like, a lot of people are doing their own way of
showing gratitude.
Yeah, and it was just so beautiful. And even Peter was like, oh my God, like, I guess we all have something in common. We're all orphans.
Yes.
You know? All of us are orphans. And Wendy has that beautiful moment where she's just like, oh my God.
She stands up, and she's,
Yeah. So, and then we get another creepy thing that honestly did scare the shit out of me as a kid as well. In the room, the lights are going. They're, like, going out, and the light turns green. There's, like, this green fucking smoke blows into the door opens. And you have that because the hook is it's the lock.
The latch.
And you see it like open real slow and you're like, oh my god. And those fucking door handles looked like fucking vaginas. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Oh, I guess I never noticed.
I'm gonna make everybody notice that from now on. those door handles on the window look like vaginas. So then the kids, like, Jack flings the fucking...
They're hiding under the covers.
Yeah, the cover's under, and then the covers just fly off of them.
Yeah.
They just fly the fuck off. And then Wendy, like, feels this shit happening.
Because the window opens at the dinner, too.
Yeah, it's like when the pirate ship came, it brought, like, a fucking, like, wind.
Yeah, a not very light breeze.
No.
It was not very light.
Fucking woo.
Yeah.
All of London went awry that night.
All the windows were shattered.
Yeah, so it's just like, man. But they get home, and the door is open. The front door is open, and you see this, like, long streak of like a fucking scratch. Like, just the wood has been indented, like all kinds of shit. The windows are broke, like everything.
Yeah, it's like weird how the windows were like, they weren't completely shattered. It had the same line going through the glass like the door.
I don't even know if that was like real glass. That might have been like some kind of...
Yeah, it could have been.
Because I think that there were, I think, windows like... Because those were like those foggy windows that you would see in like bathrooms where they're not necessarily glass.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
Like
I didn't know that they were...
Some old houses, like the house where when we first moved to Missouri that we lived in, they had that type of window in the house, in the bathroom, in one of the bathrooms that in the house when we first moved to Missouri.
The extra bathroom.
Yeah, there was that like plastic type of glass.
It was probably double layered.
There you go. Oh shit.
And they can't break, but they can be scratched
through.
They
can be scratched through. Yeah. That fucking hook. So you see this line going up the house, and Peter is following it, and then we see Liza, and Liza's just like, the wind blew the door on me. The children were screaming. And they're just freaking out. Toodles is all like, just fucking, he's just being Toodles. He's just being fucking Toodles.
He's fucking Toodles.
And then Peter runs into the room, and the kids are gone, and then the police come.
And it's Phil Collins.
And it's Phil Collins.
Yeah. Do you think he actually did like lend a hand with this?
Is that a hook joke?
No, it's a Phil Collins
song.
Do you think he'd lend a hand?
It's
right. Also a Mystery Science joke. Yeah, so, no. Yep.
Over my fucking head.
Yep. It's the story of my life.
Sorry. Hey!
No one gets any of my Mystery Science jokes.
Hey, I like Mystery Science. I just don't know all of them like you. Anywho.
This is true.
I know. Anywho. So yeah, Phil Collins, and Hook left a dagger and a note.
Yes, it says, Peter, your presence is required, blah, 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 James Hook, Captain. Yeah, and like, Phil Collins, like...
Bless you, Bob.
Bless you, sir. Yeah, he said something, like he was going to...
It could be a prank.
Yeah, it's a prank because of the background or the history of the house and everything. Like,
my kids are missing.
Who would prank someone by stealing their children?
Yeah.
Or did he think the children ran, like...
I don't know. That's fucking nut. And then, of course, Toodles walks up and just goes, have you forgotten how to fly?
No, I think he says, I've forgotten how to fly.
Oh. I thought he said that to fucking Phil Collins, and I thought that's why Phil Collins says, well, one does.
No, because Toodles is being Toodles. He's just so scatterbrained. He doesn't know, because he knows where the kids are, and he wants to help, and he's just kind of pacing, and then he walks to Phil Collins, and he just says, I've forgotten how to fly.
You know what?
Phil Collins he just was like, okay, this is a very old, senile man. I'm just going to humor him. Well, one does.
Yeah, I never thought about that with Toodles. I never thought about that he probably did want to fight for the kids.
Yeah,
and wanted to go after them.
Yeah, he never forgot.
Yeah.
But Peter did, and then there's like something about memory with this film. I don't know if it's Neverland that has the effect or the real world. I don't know, something where...
It's like it's both.
Yeah, just maybe when you cross land, something, it's like... I don't know, when you go to the Bermuda Triangle or something.
Right.
You know, like Uncle Fester. Well, I went to the Bermuda Triangle and I lost my memory.
I don't know.
Yes.
Gomez.
Yes.
But yeah, so then Peter's having a binge. He's drinking in the nursery.
Is this before or after Wendy tries to tell him the truth?
This is after. Okay,
Yeah.
we do need to talk about Wendy. You take the reins here.
Okay, so Wendy's in bed. Moira's like laying down next to her, and Peter's just like, well, there's nothing else we can do. We just got to leave it to the police. And Wendy's like, the police are not gonna do anything. Peter says, well, what about the American police?
Yeah.
And Wendy's like, oh my god, okay, Moira,
Go make me some tea.
go make me some tea. In times of crisis,
English have tea.
Yes. And Wendy's like, okay, it's finally time to like sit you down and tell you the truth. And she's basically trying to say, like, your children are in Neverland, like, hand me my book.
Right.
The stories are true. And you are fucking Peter flogging Pan. Whatever Smee says. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, I think she just says, you're Peter Pan, and he just goes, who? Is it that or someone about, or James, or was it about Captain Hook? I can't remember.
I think she says that you're Peter Pan, and then she starts talking about you have to go fight Captain Hook. You got to go get Captain James because he's not going to stop.
Yeah, only
James
you.
is not going to stop.
Yeah, only you can.
This is a personal fucking vendetta.
Yeah, only you can save your children, and you have to find a way to get back. Back where? Back to Never Neverland.
Yeah.
What? Where? But yeah, then
And then she starts to kind of find those emotions of.
Oh yeah, because
she starts to see him again.
She talks about, was this the time where she said that she was hoping that he would marry her?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And that's when he got really uncomfortable.
Yeah, Moira.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on that tea. Chamomile.
Yeah. like Robert Williams is playing this like stern father with like no sense of humor, but there's still like those little
those twerks, man.
Yeah, still those little quirks that
Yeah.
Yeah,
he so then he finally goes, he has his brandy or whatever, and he goes into the nursery and meets Tinkerbell. I'm gonna speed this one up because this isn't like, I mean, it's funny, but
yeah, it's funny.
There's other moments.
I do want to say I read that Julia Roberts was like really difficult to work with on this film. Like Steven Spielberg hated her.
They called her Tinkerhell.
Tinkerhell, yeah.
I think was her nickname, Tinkerhell. And you gotta look at it, like, I try to see both sides. I think she may have just been being a diva, and I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, she probably was, because I don't think this is the only film that I've heard her be kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I guess if you want to think about it from her perspective, she was mainly acting to nobody on a green screen or whatever.
And then to argue, so was everybody who was fucking in a scene with her.
With her, yeah.
So it's like, you know.
Yeah.
But I get it, because they did. George Lucas did the same thing to fucking Terrence Stamp in Episode 1, Star Wars.
Can you blame him, though? I mean, fuck.
Well, the difference between that and this is that there was no fucking reason that Terrence Stamp should have been working with Natalie Portman. Why the fuck George Lucas? I guess he was trying to save money because he didn't want Natalie to be in the fucking scene. That's my thought.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know.
could have been it, yeah.
You know,
anyway.
But yeah, back to Hook.
Yeah, Tinkerbell comes in and is like, "Oh my God, Peter, it's you, a big you."
Yeah.
But he is just like, "Oh my God, I'm losing it.
Right.
I'm seeing things."
I'm seeing things. Yeah. So there's a little bug.
Yeah. Look out!
Look out! Clap, Peter!
Yeah. Louder, Peter!
Louder, Peter! No, good. You're not dead.
Okay. All right. Who am I? You are some type of
version of my mother.
Yeah, subconscious version of my mother, but I've never met my mother, but you're very lovely, and you have very lovely legs, and I am no longer going to...
I don't do drugs, because I missed the 60s, I was an accountant.
Yes. Yeah, that rant is good. But she gets him to Neverland. I think he like trips or pull. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he like slips, and then she wraps him up in the sheet.
Yeah,
in the tent, and then she journeys off, and then we have this. My favorite. I love when we finally get here. This is where the movie starts for me.
Oh yeah, this is where your movie officially starts.
This is where the movie officially fucking starts for me. We see the clock. He's looking out a little hole. We see the clock. He's just, Moira!
Yeah. What a night.
Yeah,
he just thinks he's hungover, like, on the floor of the kid's room.
Yeah, he starts ripping open the thing, and then he wakes up, there's all these pirates around, he's in this fucking village, and he's just like, oh my god. And then he's just looking around, he tries to ask somebody for a phone, he like goes to a drunk one, he goes, hey, you got a payphone around here? And the guy just looks at him like, what? And then he goes, you are so realistic.
Yeah, he thinks it's like either another hallucination or a dream, or I don't know, maybe he thinks he's at Disneyland. I don't know.
Yeah, and then the pirates just swarm him, they're like, oh, I love those fancy shoes.
Yeah.
I want them for my booty.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I think you could get them at Omani.
Yeah.
And then they all start swarming. He's like, take a ball!
Yeah.
Take a ball!
Yeah.
And he's like calling all these names. And the fucking pirates get up. She comes out, oh, the Pixie Devil!
Yeah.
Like,
Pixie Devil!
Yeah.
Are you related to Mighty Mouse?
Right. She's throwing them all over the fucking place. And then she dresses him in the one dude's fucking attire. Mm-hmm. Puts the fucking eye patch on, and then Peter starts going, and everybody's following. And we finally meet Shmee, Bob Hoskins.
I love when because he's getting the hook. What the fuck he's doing? He's sharpened or whatever?
Yeah, he's getting it sharpened by the blacksmith, the fucking buffest looking dude I've ever seen in this entire film.
Yeah, I love his like little jaunty skip he does while he's walking.
Yeah,
like,
he's just,
his shoulder. Yeah, he's...
And everybody says,
it's
hook,
like...
hook,
Yes.
hook, hook. Where is the hook? Hook, hook. Show us the hook.
Yeah, show us the hook. Hook.
Yeah. He's Bob Hoskins.
Shimmy.
Man, the shit. Okay, dude, this is why I would love... Now, it is sad that we lost both of these men, Robin and Bob, the same fucking year. We lost them both in 2014. It's totally
my
sad.
god, that's right.
But, but Bob Hoskins, to be able to work for him, I read that he bought beers for every fucking extra one day because there was like apparently there was a really fucking long, horrible like day on set.
Extra work is fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I've done it once. It sucks.
I tried to do it and I wasn't. Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. But you literally just stand there for fucking
Well,
hours.
it's not even like
not standing, but you're just there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just there
waiting to do your shit.
Yeah.
But it's like but he bought a beer for everybody. He bought beers round for the dudes. And I just hear, and it's not even just this film, but it's other films. Like, he was just such an amazing man to work with.
He was a great human being.
Yeah, just a great human being. You've got those people that are great to work with, and you've got those pains in the fucking asses.
It's like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, who think they're fucking God's gift to fucking acting. And it's like, get out of here, dude. This is supposed to be for fun. Like, acting is fun. You're a fucking child. Like, that's another reason why I love this film, because that's what it is. It's imagination.
Yeah.
And anywho, so yeah, Hoskins, he's just having a great fucking time, Shmee, and then he goes up the shit, and then finally he gives him the hook, and I love that, how they have like fireworks and sparks go off when he puts the hook on for the first time. And then out we get Dustin Hoffman. Now, I do have to say, he was amazing in this film.
You know what?
He was amazing.
As a kid, I always thought that Robin Williams was the star, but this movie was called Hook. Mm-hmm. This is about Hook. Yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, because especially when we get to our favorite scene, we really do get to see Captain Hook. It's almost like they humanize him in some way. Yeah. Because he's always just that horrible, mean villain who's just so full of himself, but we find out that's not the case. There are layers to Captain Hook.
He's an onion.
He's an onion. And also, I feel like right now he's like my quarter life spirit animal.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, that's how I feel too. That's why that scene that we're gonna bring up,
the best.
When we do is so relatable.
Oscar worthy.
It's so relatable.
So relatable. Especially right now.
But anywho, so then he like has this huge fucking speech.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about I went out into the world and I stole Pan's kids. I brought him back. I killed that crocodile and I stopped him. Who thought I couldn't do it? Who was the one of it? And then he's like pointing to the entire, and every pirate is like, was it fucking me?
Yeah. Fuck,
and he's like, you, and he starts to walk down the stairs.
No, not you.
No, not you, you. And then we see these we see Robin Williams, and then we see a pirate who just so happens to be...
I don't think she's even credited.
She is.
Oh, is she?
Yes. They credited her.
Oh.
She's on the very bottom. I looked it up. There she is. Gutless. They even gave her a name.
Glenn Close as Gutless. The role of a lifetime.
The role of a lifetime. Now, and we did talk about how, what was his name?
Who?
The cop.
Oh, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. We did talk about how Phil Collins, David Crosby, Stills and Nash. He was a pirate.
What?
Yeah, he was the best. Save McGinty! That was David Crosby, yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so a lot of
pirates.
A lot of people had a lot of cameos in this fucking film.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
Steven Spielberg, he has a lot of relationships with people, and people like come, on set just have lunch with him.
And that's essentially now. This is allegedly. I did hear this story, and I think it's true. I hope it's true. But allegedly, Glenn Close was having lunch with Steven Spielberg and Dustin Hoffman, and he was like, "Well, I gotta go. We're about to film this scene with this pirate who goes into this boo box and gets fucking eaten by scorpions." And she was like, "I want to do it." She's like, "I want to be him. I want to do it." And he was like, "Okay, let's get you in makeup." And then they just dragged her up.
Do you think they already had an actor and they let him go? Or
I hope not.
I wouldn't say let him go, but he probably
was going to choose an extra.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
I'm hoping that, and he remained an extra.
Again, allegedly. Allegedly, yeah. We're not speaking for fucking Steve for fucking Spielberg here.
Yes, please don't blackball us, Spielberg.
No, we're not.
Don't give us the Megan Fox treatment.
Oh my god. Anywho, so yeah, but yeah.
They put Glenn Close in drag, and I didn't know until I was a fucking adult.
I know, and even then, I was told by a friend, "Let's Glenn Close," and I was like, "You're fucking me right now.
You're fucking lying."
I was like, "You're fucking me," and then I watched it, and you can see
it is.
You can fucking tell.
Yep.
Because
the makeup was so good.
Yeah, you made a boo boo, didn't? I did. The boo box.
No, not the boo box. No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the look on Dustin Hoffman. Yeah. Oh, he gets off on that shit.
He did, didn't he? And the boo box also scared the shit out of me.
Oh my god, I was totally petrified of that fucking boo box.
And again, it was Glenn Close's fucking reaction to it. It was how she was just freaking out, and they throw her in there, and they're just like, boom! And they start putting the scorpions in, and those were real scorpions.
I'm sure she wasn't in the box at that.
No, she wasn't. But my point is that they were real.
Real scorpions.
That was, folks.
That is the point.
I talk about it all the fucking time. That is why CGI kills shit. Because I get it. We want to fucking save the animals. We want to save shit and, but realism, man. Realism.
But we see the kids, and Robin Williams is finally he reveals himself.
Yeah.
And I love Hook's reaction to Peter saying, "Those are my kids." Those are your children?
Yeah.
What?
No!
Me! Who is this imposter?
Peter fucking Fine Pie!
Yeah. Pine!
He was just like that.
Yeah, and I love that Smee also, he has, these documents, and I'm going to bring them up at a different moment. But yeah, he legit has, documentation, that this is the fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah, what did he say? He had his, medical records, his health, he had
birth certificate, probably,
he had all of these fucking records.
He knew this, the scar.
Yeah, he goes, here's the scar, and he goes, that's my opinion. He goes, and Smee was like, "Are you trying to do me out of a job? What's the matter with you? Shut up!"
I love those little small moments in this film. Yeah, that I wouldn't catch as a kid. No, but it's I can't. It's very to the side.
Yeah.
Conversation. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You're killing me. I'm trying to do my fucking job here. Will you shut up? Okay. Anyway.
Yes. So then they make a deal, and Pan has to go up and try to reach out.
Touch
Well, he
the
had to
extended
fly
fingers of your children.
Yeah, but he can't fly, and he's afraid of heights, so he's freaking out, and he can't do
Must
it.
be joking.
Right. This is my Peter Pan. And Smee has this beautiful moment where he's just like, no, it is him, Captain. He's been away from Neverland so long, his mind's been, what did he say?
Junk-Tified.
His mind's been junk-tified.
I want to use that from now on for how my mind has been during this fucking pandemic.
COVID
is
junk-tified my fucking mind.
Like, even like re-listening to this podcast, like I am like misusing words. I cannot form a sentence like I used to. Like, what the fuck?
You know what? It's
my mind's been junk-tified.
We have legit been in our house
for 5 months.
For 5 months, and we haven't been anywhere. We haven't gone out. We haven't done anything. We're, not our job yet.
We're taking this shit seriously.
We're taking this shit seriously, and it's just like, we have. So yeah, we're freaking out, but we're not the only ones, because even if you watch the news or watch anything, everybody's fucking their words up. Yeah. People like everywhere are like, wait, what?
Conversing with people, it's like I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, shit.
Yeah, moving on. So Junk-Tified. So Hook is like, I'm calling off the war, it's done, and then...
Yeah, and you're like, kill them all. Like, who's gonna kill Peter and the fucking kids?
Yeah.
Holy shit, he's fucking evil!
Yeah.
But, yeah, and Tinkerbell's like, hey, do you... Because, like, Captain Hook is evil and whatnot, but he does recognize the practice of showing good form.
Right. Good form.
Yes, he loves to say, out of good form, or, whatever.
Yeah.
And I love...
well, he's got a...
He has some torp. See, look, again, fucking my word.
Some twerp.
Some type of moral code.
Yeah, he does have a code.
Some type of code, yeah. He gets to choose whether or not he will, see it through or not. But anyway, Tinkerbell says, okay, can I get him into shape for this? And then we'll be able to have your War of the Century. And I love the line that Hook says. It's like, and you better deliver, Miss Bell, because no amount of clapping will bring you back from where I will send you.
Ooh. I love all the fucking pirates do that so many times. Ooh.
Yeah, that's like a 90s thing to do, like when someone says something like mean or like controversial, whatever, or like, ooh.
Yeah.
You got burned.
Oh Lord.
And accidentally Peter gets thrown into the
water.
into the ocean, and the mermaids save him.
I had such a hard on for the blue one.
I had one for the green one.
Oh, mine was the blue one.
The green did it for me.
Oh God. I always was torn. Red sure as shit didn't. And you're still a beautiful woman, but Red just didn't do it. She was out. But when blue came in, I was always like, oh my God. But when green came in, I do have to agree with you.
Yeah, because she gives him a look that's very...
It was so seductive.
It was very seductive. Yeah, it was
suggestive. And even when those
suggestive.
bubbles go. And
that was still sexy.
Boop, 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 boop. That's my favorite. I'm like, oh my God. I got half a lift out of that bubble. But now the blue one, when she just is like, oh my God, it's it. She like smiles and she just immediately moves in. I was just like, why can't that be me?
Oh.
Why can't that
be
me?
In this film, fucking Peter is a fucking heartbreaker.
Yeah.
He's the ladies' man of Never Neverland.
Yeah.
And
you want
in
a
the real
fish sandwich?
world.
I get you a fish sandwich, sweet thing.
Oh my God. Like, everyone was in love with him. Wendy, Tinkerbell, the mermaids, Moira.
Oh my God, everybody.
Everyone wanted to get on that Peter D.
Dude, I know. So... Yeah,
and then we finally see the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys. We meet the Lost Boys.
Where they lived, that was like my childhood dream house, because I loved to climb trees. I loved just climbing shit. I used to climb roofs, for crying out loud, just for fun.
Oh, me too.
And they were like little coaster track going on. It was a kid's dream. And I gotta give it to the people that designed the sets.
Oh my God, the set was beautiful.
For fucking Neverland. Like, it looks like it took forever.
Again.
To build all that shit.
Again.
It is so detailed.
Why I just...
And magical.
Why CGI? I get it. I get it. But, the magic is in the sculpture. It is in the set. And I know it's such a pain in the ass to tear down and shit. But at the end of the fucking day, man...
Why do people, just like acting, why would people get into that type of work? Because it's art. Why do we put original art in museums? Because someone put their passion, their love, their time to create something that now people can just do on the fucking computer.
And arguably, that is an art as well. But you know what? It's not. It's realistic.
It's not the same.
It's not the fucking same. You know, and that's like 1, 2, 5, however fucking many people doing it on a fucking computer. You have so many fucking people getting together. You've got the people fucking building the bitch.
Yeah,
you've got the fucking design. You've got the paint crew. You've got the fucking all of these fucking things.
It's a team effort.
And it just looks so much better.
Oh, like great.
Again, I go back to Die Hard. That little prop helicopter that they used to blow up that I thought was real for my entire life. It was a fucking miniature helicopter at a miniature building, and that still looks better than half the CGI in this fucking world.
Did you have a favorite Lost Boy?
Did I?
Yeah.
I liked the pirates, but I think my favorite, probably just because I think he kind of took charge a little bit. I'm not even going to find him, and I don't even know what his name is. But it was the kid, I think, with the top hat, the blonde.
Oh, yeah. The one that was...
As a kid, I think he was my favorite because he kind of took charge. Like, I always thought that he was, like...
second in command.
I always thought that he kind of was, and I was kind of a little, like, how come he didn't get at the end of the film? But like I did like him. I thought that he stood out to me. That kid did. And of course Rufio.
Yeah.
But that blonde kid with the top hat, he was...
That was your favorite?
He was probably... Who was yours?
I liked Pockets. The one that...
Is that the Italian kid?
No, it's the kid that face examined Peter. Oh, there you are, Peter. Oh, he was the first one to stand up
for Peter.
But it's like, even if he's not Peter Pan, and these are his kids are gonna get...
We need to fucking save them, right? Yeah, because everybody else was like, fuck
it. It was fucking adorable, too. I love when I think it was your kid, the one that you liked, Hey Pocket, he's like, hey Pockets! Then you see Pocket, like, during the food fight, that throws the frosting on Pockets, and he's just like, oh my god! Like, he was always like, do me, throw something at me.
Me next!
Yeah. But, we meet all the Lost Boys, and fucking another joke that Robin Williams... Is this some kind of Lord of the Flies preschool?
Right. Oh my god. And I am going to bring up Rufio.
Rufio, man.
Where the fuck are you?
The actor.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there's Pockets. Isaiah Robinson.
Yeah, Rufio. Dante Basco. And obviously all of you would know Dante Basco's voice from Avatar Last Airbender. Because, he's phenomenal in that.
Yes, he's phenomenal. I never watched. I wasn't into that.
I honestly, I was...
I think I was too
There's a very...
Let's not get into it.
We're not getting into it, but there's a story there. At one point in life, I'll fucking bring it up, but I was the original creator of fucking Avatar Last Airbender. Oh my
god.
Okay? I'm gonna say it right fucking now. I was the original fucking creator. I came up with that fucking idea, and they beat me to it because, they have fucking money. But I came up with it, goddammit. It was my idea. So, moving on.
Yeah, don't proclaim that and not explain why.
Moving on.
Okay.
My fucking idea.
Okay.
It was different, though. I wasn't going to be in that, ballpark, but I had that idea of the elements.
Yes.
And the tribes.
Yes.
It's my idea. Moving on. So.
Rufio.
He is the leader of the Lost Boys. He's in charge. He's the lead hen, as it were. And he fucking hates Pan right away. Like, he sees that this is Peter, and honestly...
It's an adult. He just hates adults.
Maybe. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think there was a fear that it really was Peter, because he was going to lose his command.
Yep, he was obsessed with... He was drunk with power.
Yeah, exactly.
He loved being in charge. You can tell, because he was such a fucking prick throughout the whole thing, and he liked to... He's a peacock.
He is.
He likes to fucking peacock his shit.
Let him fly.
Yeah, but he can't fly.
No.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey. Zebra-headed.
Yeah.
Mr. Skunkhead with too much moose.
Yeah, no, Mr. Skunkhead with too much moose. Making jokes, man.
God, yeah.
So good.
So yeah, they do all that shit, and then finally they win. Peter wins everybody over.
Yeah, like, these are my kids, and Hook's gonna kill them. Like, can you just at least help me? Because he doesn't believe that he's Peter Pan.
No, he doesn't.
So he's like, let me try to help me pretend to be this Peter Pan that you all
think
I am, or don't. But just help me get my kids back.
Mm-hmm.
And here is the scene.
Yes.
The moment. This scene, it absolutely represents 2020.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
It fucking does. And I never paid attention as a kid, but watching it now as an adult, like, oh my God, that's me.
As I got older, this scene was still my favorite. Like, when I was in middle school, when I started to understand it, it did start to become my favorite fucking scene because but yeah.
Yeah,
right.
like Hook has, like, it's almost like he's having a mental breakdown, and this isn't the first time.
Yeah. No.
Like,
it's not.
Yeah, you get to see that Captain Hook, like, especially, you know, when someone projects that they are something, it means that they are the opposite. Like, with Captain Hook, he is, like, around his people, he is ruthless, he is full of himself, he fucking needs to walk down a carpet stairs. Where's the carpet be? Like, he projects that he thinks so highly of himself, but in reality, he is so insecure.
Yeah.
And so he's going through some type of midlife crisis where he just, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why did I agree to this shit? All I want to do is kill Peter Pan. Like, why I'm stuck in this flawed body.
I hate this life. I hate this flawed body. I hate living in Neverland.
and yeah, he's like, this is it. I'm done. Yeah.
An epiphany.
I'm having an epiphany. This is like,
My life is over.
my life is over. Like, does that mean you lost your appetite? It's me.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye. Yep.
Walks over.
And Smee's like, oh God.
Not again.
Not again.
Yeah, no way. He goes to the cabinet and then he pulls out a fucking pistol.
Yeah.
And then he cocks it. He goes, don't try to stop me this time, Smee. And Smee says, oh, no, not again.
Yeah. Yep. Don't
try to stop
me this time, Smee.
Don't you dare try to stop me this time, Smee. Smee, try to stop me. Smee, get up off your ass and get over here. I'm committing suicide! And then he shoots the fucking...
The gun gets shot out of
the gun. Don't you ever scare me like that again. Goes, I'm so sorry, Captain. He goes, what are you, some...
So, like, what are you, some kind of sadist?
He's just like, oh, no. He goes, how do you feel now, eh?
I want to die.
Oh, no.
He kisses on the cheek like he's...
Another alleged thing. I swear I read that the two of them portrayed Smee and Hook as a gay couple.
Oh yeah, that they were like in a very long-term relationship.
I fucking read. I swear I did. I read that.
I can concur that with you. I read that too, and I loved that.
Yeah, I did too.
Because it just, I don't like, even if that wasn't, you know, it's the what we were taught in school. It's like fucking when we're doing a scene or singing something. Like what was your? I don't know. Never mind.
See all the words, because even me, I'm like trying to find words for shit, and it's just it's
like they're
my brain has not been as active as it should have been.
No, it's not. But like when you're going through a scene, but in order for you to connect with it better, you try to use something different, as if this is happening.
Oh,
to me.
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like, if we were like,
yes.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Even if that wasn't the direction.
We're playing it as a badass captain and a fucking badass henchman. But what if we played it
like we were a
hysterically?
couple?
Yeah. What if we played it as a couple?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. How would that? How would? Yeah.
Fuck it.
I just call it the as if.
That's good.
I
like that.
I remember in New York, that's what I can't remember the legit word, but it was as if this was going on.
Yes.
But it has nothing to do with the real scene. And yeah, they did that, and they did it well.
They did.
Oh, okay. So now we're at the Lost Boys weight loss program.
Okay.
That I so badly need to be a part of right now.
Don't
because
nothing's
fitting me anymore.
Don't we all?
But yeah, they put fucking Peter through this, like, amazing workout routine. And they're, like, helping him, but they're also digging at him as well. Yeah. Like, you are old and overweight. Yeah. How long? Reach, sit down and touch your toes. How long since you looked at those?
Yeah. And I love his face. He's just like, you son of a bitch.
Like, stop it. Is this supposed to help?
Oh my god, yeah. I love it. Yeah, and they got him running and doing all kinds of shit.
Because obviously,
he's got 3 days.
He's got 3 days. But, like, when we get to the scene, and I pointed out to you today when we rewatched it, but look at it next time, contemplators, if you haven't noticed yet. But while they're painting, they're doing face and body paint on Peter for whatever reason. Look at Robin's stomach. He's
got more abs than I ever had.
He's cut. He's got some abs, and it's not like the obnoxious ones that look like fucking sweet rolls.
Yeah,
you know, it's like Hawaiian rolls, like some abs look like.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sorry.
Yes.
I think that's obnoxious. Like, Robin Williams had the perfect little set of abs.
And it's probably because they shaved his ass.
And they shaved him. We probably know he probably had abs
the
whole time. The whole time!
The whole time!
And we never knew it because he had that lovely blanket of hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had that lovely fucking,
Yeah. He did.
That
but then he was on that chair and his, like, tits were kind of bouncing. Maybe he did that on purpose to show that he's not as fit as he really, I don't know.
My happy thought is that I'm really not in this chair.
Yes. Very happy. And he belly flops into a fucking pool of paint.
Yeah.
Paint,
God.
Okay, this is the part that I really want to dissect because I didn't really notice, if you don't mind.
Please.
Until now.
Please.
So, pretty much the next scene is Hook playing teacher, trying to convince why parents hate their children. I don't know if this is me, like, I've been watching way too much TCAP, what's the fucking word? TCAP content. There it is. I've been watching too much TCAP content. Hook is grooming these children.
Absolutely. That
like
was the
a
plan.
Fucking pederast.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think in that context, like, as a kid, you think, oh, they're just trying to, like, do something that's not really that harmful. But now thinking of it as an adult, that's what, like, predators do. And also, like, abusers, people that are, like, abusive towards, like, their significant other or, like, or whatever. But just, he's grooming them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy fucking shit. And Maggie is not taking the bait.
No, she's not, no.
She is like, no, mommy reads to us every night, and she gets flunked, and, like, Jack, he is just, the look on his face that he's like, oh my god, maybe they don't love me.
Yeah, and that's that shit from, like, the beginning of the film. Mm-hmm. Jack holds resentment for the entire fucking film because of the fact that, they went to they go to Maggie's shit. They fucking go to her in that, and Hook even brings that up. Again, obviously, Hook has somebody on the outside, quote, quote, because he knew everything about Jack. He knew the ball game. He knew the fucking...
I think it was Smee.
Obviously, it was Smee.
Again, you see Smee with his file
journal,
of... It's documents. Yeah. He's got, like, documents. Like, once... Like, how long do you think it took for them to, like, find Peter? Did they always know where Peter was? Like, because I know time is different in Neverland.
I think they were waiting. My thought is, if we want to go this deep down the rabbit hole, my thought is that they had to wait for Peter to go back to the house.
To the house.
Because I'm going to go ahead and say that the second star to the right shit, it only happens at that location, at that house. This is me.
Yeah. Like,
it's
me speaking. Like the dimension door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the gateway, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, it's only there. So they were buying time to fucking wait for Peter to... Because... Even Wendy said, it's been 10 years, and Moira was like, I've been trying to get him to come here for this long, and I told you I would get him to come here by hook or by crook, and he finally shows up, so this is their fucking chance, and that's why they steals it. Yeah. So they've been fucking spying on him. Speed's been doing all kinds of reconnaissance shit.
Oh yeah, and because Cook knew about the baseball game, and Jack's like, how do you know about that? fucking Smee over here. He did all the work for me.
Fucking Smee. So it's like, so then, but you're right. He's grooming him. And he's grooming him. He's grooming him to be his child. And that was the whole plan. Like, Smee, we kind of missed it. We skipped past that a little bit. Yeah, we did. Well, but it was Smee's idea. Smee was like, we're going to get the fucking brats to love you.
Yeah, I just had an apostrophe.
I think you mean an epiphany.
Lightning just struck my head, but it must hurt.
We can get the brats to love you.
Yeah, but like
get them to hate Peter and get them to love you. That's essentially
what's the word? The L word.
Oh. Love.
It's crazy, right? Now here comes the food fight scene.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the food fight scene. Well, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Not
well,
just me.
Okay. Goddamn it.
Am I alone here?
Well, I'll start. Goddamn it. I thought, as a child and even today, that food is the most delicious looking shit that I have ever fucking seen in my life. All I see is like cookie cake.
And we do love cookie cake.
It's just like, oh my god, I'm in heaven.
I'm surprised you didn't buy a cookie cake at the store today.
I wanted to so bad, but that's why I was like, let's get ice cream.
Oh, that's right, we got ice cream. I forgot.
It's in the freezer.
Oh shit.
I hope it's in the freezer.
It is in the freezer.
Okay, good. Yeah, but I wanted to get. God damn it! God damn it!
We're trying to be better.
Now I gotta get a cookie cake. Fuck. Anywho, so
that's why our clothes don't fit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I'm so fucking right there with you. Fuck. But god damn. Anywho,
well, the
food fight,
the food scene in general, like the kids are using their imagination.
Right.
There's nothing here. Gandhi ate more than this. And I wonder, because we made a comment, like, oh, maybe this is why Peter was able to lose a lot of weight because
he's not eating.
Because they pretend to eat.
Yeah.
However, but then it's like I went down this little rabbit hole of, oh my god, do these poor children, do they pretend to eat? How do they not look like Gandhi?
Right.
But when you think about it, it's maybe because it's Neverland, it's magical. So if you really use your imagination and really find a happy thought,
then you can.
You are able to manifest actual food.
Yeah. Maybe.
So I think that's like,
okay.
I don't know. I think that's kind of the debate.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
My memory of the film as a kid was the I'm gonna call it it's the reading challenge. On Drag Race. Reading is fundamental, and Rufio and Peter, they just go at it with each other, and Peter's like, substitute chemistry teacher. I can't say it!
Substitute teacher. Chemistry teacher.
Yeah.
Nearsighted gynecologist.
Yeah. Prison barber.
Rufio said something. What did he say? He said something that I took offense to. He was like, what did he say? Oh, yeah, hemorrhoidal. He was like, he said like something hemorrhoidal, and I was like, you little shit. If you even know, you don't know that. You don't know that pain, man.
It's not me, it's the Roy.
Yeah, it's not me, it's Roy. It's like hemorrhoidal butt worm. Whatever the fuck he said, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
but he said
bubble butt.
Yeah, and I was like, you little shit.
Yeah.
Wait until you're fucking in your late 20s, 30s, and you fucking have a goddamn hemorrhoid, you little shit. Wait until that happens.
I hope no one's eating right now. I just have to say.
Oh, fuck it. Nobody cares. Half of our fucking contemplators have to have them. It's life. It's part of getting old.
Keep telling yourself that.
Fuck you.
But Peter finally says you lewd, crude, rude, bag of peace fruit.
Bag of pre-chewed dude.
Yeah, something.
You lewd, crude. Fuck! I can't even do it. You lewd, crude fruit.
You lewd, crude, rude bag of
pre-chewed food.
I don't
pre-chewed food. I know it's pre-chewed fucking food.
I never knew that. I do like when he said, in your rear, cow derriere. Because it's funny, but it's also intelligent. Because maybe Rufio doesn't know what a derriere is.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he calls him, a Promethean brain. Fuck,
yeah.
I don't even know what a Promethean is.
Well,
what's
the
a
kids
Promethean? Yeah. I'll tell you what a Promethean is. That's a Promethean.
It's a one-cell critter with no brains that can't fly. Don't mess with me, man. I'm a lawyer.
There you go.
Yeah. You're doing it.
You're doing it, Peter. Rufio, why don't you go suck on a dead dog's nose?
Yeah. You mad, you stupid man.
You're doing it, Peter.
Yeah. You're playing with us, Peter. I do love Thud, too.
Oh, it's Thud. Don't crowd me!
Don't crowd me!
Sits on the end and all those little fucks come tumbling down on him.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I guess,
What?
Well, we can talk about the Thud moment.
Yeah.
Because Thud tells Peter that Toodles is a lost boy.
Yeah.
And he has his marbles.
Yeah, he goes, here, I
He
found
really did lose his marbles.
He lost them good!
Yeah, he lost them good. And Thud gives some, like, hey, because Peter can't find a happy thought.
No.
And that's something that I wonder because, like, with, like, the musical and with whatever, I don't know if it's because they're children, but, like, children can come up with a whatever happy thought. Christmas!
Right, and that's even what they were doing with the signs when
Yeah,
they were going to
think
shoot
of
them in
bugs.
the air. Yeah, think of bugs.
Bugs are a happy thought. And they're, like, misspelling words, too.
Yeah.
It's great. But Peter, I think because he either forgot everything, and then also, like, Tinkerbell kind of mentions, you know, maybe that's why you have a hard time finding a happy thought is because there's so many horrible memories, and those are the memories that he held on to. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, that's a lot for a lot of people. It's harder to get rid of the worst memories. And
It is. Yeah, that's why.
honestly, there is no good memory. You'll never forget those horrible memories.
Yeah, that takes a lot of work to not forget, but
Accept.
Accept or have the happy thoughts outweigh the trauma, because trauma, if you have trauma in your life, it's never going to go away.
No.
If you, like, for me personally, like, when I came to terms that any, like, issue that I had in my life, I had to realize it's not going to go away.
Yeah.
It can't be fixed. However, if it's like this, like my therapist always would mime a scale. Like, right now, this shit that you're constantly feeling, this hardness and this pain, because it's I don't want to say like obsessive, but it's weighing heavier than the happy thing. You're just like Peter. He's missing it. Like, you're missing the happy shit in your life. Let's try to at least balance it.
Yeah.
To where happiness has some weight, and then you can live your life. Mm-hmm. It's not going to go away. Let's fill it up with happy memories and happy things. So, yeah. Thud says, my happy thought will help you. Mine's my mother.
Yeah.
Peter can't even remember his own mother.
No.
Because he held a lot of resentment for her, as we learn, because
she apparently was forcing this not even 1-year-old child to grow up, so he ran away at 1 year old and the wind blew him down the fucking...
Yeah.
See, I have problems with this backstory of his.
Yeah.
It does kind of annoy me because it's like, you know, so I ran away. It's like, you were 1 year old. We've got a scene of a child fucking going. Your shit tumbles over. You're laying in a fucking brick.
It's raining.
Tinkerbell comes and is fucking keeping you alive with a leaf, which fine. But, you know, and then he was like, so I wanted to go see how my parents were doing, so I go back. Another one of Dustin Hoffman's child. The little
baby?
No, the little kid that was looking into the window.
Oh, yeah, the younger Peter.
Yeah. The younger Peter, yeah. And then
Younger Peter Pan.
And then teenager Peter Pan. I can't get past those fucking ears. I hate that they put pointy fucking ears.
Yeah, because he's not a pixie.
He's not a fucking pixie. He's not a fucking elf. He's not anything, and I don't know why. Because that's the one that, like, out of all the things in this film that if I could change, I would change those fucking ears. Because number one, it makes no fucking sense. It's like he fucking has these goddamn ears, and then what are you gonna do? You're gonna fucking trim the verge? I don't fucking know. Are you gonna snip them? How did he have regular fucking ears in the entire beginning of the fucking film? And then magically, when he finds himself as Peter Pan again, he has those fucking pointy fucking ears again. And it's like, I don't like it. I hate it.
I was going to argue surgery, but I didn't notice.
But then they came back. They came back.
Because
as soon as he fucking learned how to fly, and he was all like, fucking the goddamn ears went back to points. You could see it. That's why when he has his hair
that
up.
Coiffed hair.
When he has that coiffed.
I hate that hairstyle.
And I feel like that's probably what Steven was probably like, I fucking hate those ears. So instead of just removing them and wasting time doing another 4 hours of makeup trying to get those shits off of him, put his hair down and cover the ears as best as you fucking can. That's my fucking thought. I don't know.
Shit, yeah, because he's got what my hair is doing right now. It's covering my ears.
Yeah, that's my fucking thought. Because I hated those fucking ears. I was like, it makes no sense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown right now. I had no fucking idea.
Well, there you go.
That's an interesting... This is why this is your episode. Because, damn, I didn't know that shit.
Well, that's just my thought. Because literally...
It's a great
Why
thought.
did he have that coiffed fucking hair and those fucking ears... And then all of a sudden, they probably shot that scene fucking first, and we're like, no, I hate it. So for the rest of the fucking scenes that we're going to shoot, hair is going to stay down.
Yeah.
We're going to leave the hair down, fuck the coif, fuck the ears, everything. Fuck it.
Yeah. Do you want to mention the clock scene? We see that Jack, it's a breakthrough, I guess, for Jack to realize that, yeah, his father is never there, and he pretty much, like, submits to Hook.
Yeah.
And he had the baseball, because Jack lost his baseball. It was fucking Hook.
Yeah.
He said he's a window washer.
He said he was a window washer. Yeah. So, yeah, but Jack, they're breaking the clocks and shit, and this is where Jack really, like, loses base of his...
Who he is.
Yeah. And he becomes a pirate.
Oh.
So, yeah, and then the baseball scene. I do like that scene.
It's a fun scene.
And we did notice that the whorehouse said pussy.
The pussycat.
The pussycat something coming with pleasure. They don't let you read.
They do
we
not let us.
We tried so fucking hard.
We tried pausing, because there's a banner for the whorehouse, and it's called Pussycats.
But
yes,
they paused.
Come in and be our pleasure, or be our something, because you said
it's a PLE.
It's a PLE.
There's a PLE. I did see that much.
Come in and be our pleasure.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Something,
It's something. But I just love it because it's pussycats, but you barely see cats, and then you just see pussy. Yeah! And it's like... And I was like, God, you clever fucks.
It was a double...
for the adults. And that's why they really try to, like, hide it.
Yeah.
But I love it because I just love when they're playing the baseball and then the one guy runs and then the guy goes...
He's stealing seconds!
Yeah. I love that. He's stealing seconds! And then he just shoots his ass, and Smee, because he shoots right where Smee is. Smee's like...
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, literally.
It's just like, my God. He's like standing there. But then that is a really beautiful moment, though, because Jack fucking hits the ball, and it's like Shmee and all the pirate, everybody's like, Jack! Like,
everyone's excited.
Giving Jack what he never had.
Yes.
They all gave him what he never had.
Yeah, what
and
Peter
again,
couldn't.
It was like,
what Peter couldn't do.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh man, and even like
that's all he wanted.
Hook was all like, hoist him up. And that's why it's like, yeah, Hook was grooming him, but at the same time, you can't help but think like
he had his moments where he was kind of falling for Jack too.
Yeah, he really wanted to be the boy's fucking father, like he wanted an heir.
Yeah, he was enjoying being a parental figure and someone like positive in this poor kid's life who's clearly miserable.
Right, and he even said he was just like, what did he say? He was like. Because even when the guy killed the guy, he was, no! This is about by Jack's rules. This is Jack says it needs to be this way, this is how it's going to be. No, bad form, good form.
And it was also very eye-opening for fucking Peter, because he finally is seeing, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, okay. He's getting back to reality. Like, I can't just steal Hook's hook and crow. That's not going to get my kids back.
No.
He needs to remember that he's Peter Pan, whether he believes it or not. Like, he has to, and that's when we talked about earlier about him finally remembering the past, and like Tinkerbell trying to help him because he finds the treehouse, or the underground treehouse, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was the treehouse that they, I guess, Toodles and Mips. I don't know who the fuck Mips was. Yeah. He mentions him like twice. I guess that's somebody from the either cartoon or the book or some shit.
And Peter he goes through this journey of finding
his happy thought.
Yep.
And he found out it was Jack. It was his firstborn.
Yeah.
Firstborn son.
Would you say that he loved him first?
I let him first. I would.
I would.
You let him first.
I couldn't help myself.
You're a daddy, Peter.
Yes. Yeah, that is a cute scene. Like, there are rare scenes that make me like, where my maternal instincts start to like slowly like outdig, But that one, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
Fuck this movie.
Fuck you.
But yeah, you remember that Jack's happy thought? and he's fucking flying.
He's fucking going, man.
He's doing
breaking
tree,
the fourth wall.
He's doing tree pose.
Yeah, yeah.
Just when he's like going up there, he's like tree.
That's fine. Yeah, so then he goes flying, and then
all of a sudden he's in his outfit.
Right.
He's got the ears.
That's
and the
what
hair.
I'm saying. It was like, what the fuck?
It was
on.
a throwaway detail that, like you said, like Spielberg regretted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he did. I mean, I'm
Who knows?
sure he did. Actually, I think he did, because I don't think he was that fond of this movie until, honestly, the death of Robin is that when he was kind of like, okay, but then even then he couldn't
Was it him
bring himself to watch it.
Or like, I feel like I heard that like people really didn't like it as much as we did. I don't like something. It just was not how people held it to such a.
I think so. I didn't look up I guess I can look up Let's see real quick what our reviews here.
But if you look up the IMDb thing, I feel like nowadays,
it'd be up.
It would be up there. But
Yeah.
I would like to know what their stats were like back then when it opened. Because if I'm wrong, I fucking hope I'm wrong, because I held this film to a staple of my childhood.
Yeah.
You know, as did you, but like did it really do as bad, or was it Spielberg's least favorite film? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, here's the budget.
Okay, what's a high budget?
So I think it did pretty. I mean, look at what it made an opening weekend.
Yeah. Well, opening weekend.
True. Gross USA 119.
Yeah.
So
worldwide
300.
Yeah. So it was ahead.
Yeah, it did.
When it comes to the budget. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess we can say that. But anywho.
Yeah. Everyone's excited. Pan's back, and he's back, but he is like completely regressed to like Peter Pan as a child.
Yeah.
Because he goes to Tinkerbell's little clock house, whatever.
Yeah, her hotel.
Yeah, her little hotel, yeah. And I love that she has...
Your apartment was right there.
Yeah, she has
Jesus,
Peter Pan's... Oh my god, Opie's chasing a fly right now.
I know, yeah.
You're gonna get it?
I hope you fucking get it, dude.
Yeah, please kill that fly. She has his license
hanging. His license hanging.
And his, like, gold card, like... I mean, it was we all knew. Tinkerbell.
She's a hard-on for him.
She was obsessed with him. And, yeah, Peter Pan, he's like... Peter Pan's got kids.
Yeah, Peter Pan's got kids.
Yeah, and that's why I question what goes on in people's minds.
Yeah, and it's like Tink was trying to get him to remember, but at the same time she didn't want him to.
She did, yeah.
It was like she was on the line there. She was like, don't remember that you have kids.
It was a personal like struggle for her too, because she wished, apparently, somehow, whatever.
She became a fucking big person.
She became humongous. I would have been like, I beg your pardon?
Right.
You're calling me that?
I'm humongous.
Yeah. And she, like, that kiss. I mean, I gotta give it to Julia Roberts. Her reaction to them kissing, it was like when your longtime forever crush, you finally get that first kiss. It was loving, it was sensual, and it was like a relief. But yeah, sorry, I'm taking over.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. No. So then, they have that kiss, but he remembers that. He now remembers after her kiss. And then he's like, you know what, I gotta go get more. And she's like, oh yeah, Moira! Moira!
I love Moira.
So then, but then he remembers and he's like, okay, we're going to war. We're gonna go get my kids back because it's day 3 now.
And Jack is almost full pirate.
Yeah, Jack is full fucking pirate. He's about there. And he's like, oh, Jack, this is a very, very, very important day in a pirate's life when he receives his first earring. Mm-hmm. He's like, now, son, brace yourself, lad, because this is really going to hurt.
Yeah, way not sugarcoat something to a
I'm
child.
glad he did, man. He was like, dude, I'm going to fucking pierce you with this thick fucking hook. And I'm going to fucking pierce you with this bitch. You're going to have
a gauge.
A gauge.
Yeah.
Exactly. And this is what's going to happen. I was like, oh, God. Well, yeah, there you go. And then Peter shows up, fucking carves himself out into the sail.
Yes. How did you manage to fit in those smashing tights again, Peter?
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
But then, oh, God, I do love I love the sword play in this movie so much. Mm. I love it. I thought everybody did well. There was a moment where Peter was fighting everybody alone that I did actually. Guys, look out for this, contemplators. There was a pirate. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he was dueling himself while Peter was like fighting everybody. So fucking bizarre. He was like just randomly poking in the air, like just jabbing and just doing this weird
so much
shit.
Action going on.
I know, and I caught it, and I was like, I just couldn't help but laugh. I was like, this is I think it was when like Peter picked the dude up and was like doing a spin. It was either a little bit before that or during that, but the guy, like, Peter picked the guy up, remember that?
Yeah,
and he was spinning him. Yeah, there was a guy in the corner, like, just fucking, he was just, like, fucking randomly sword fighting. He was shadow sword fighting.
Trying to do something to contribute to the scene.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I did like watching the Lost Boys get suit up.
I love that.
Yeah,
They got, like, jumps through the bomb. Oh, Jesus, fuck my ass.
It's all like natural armor.
Yeah.
It's armor from the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the spiderweb one where he just jumps through. But, yeah, I was just like, man, that's fucking nuts. But, yeah, and then when they start fighting, it's like, oh, God, I love it. I love the war. I love everything.
But, yeah, the war is fun. And I agree. The sword play, you've studied sword combat.
I did. I'm trying to remember, like, names of, like, moves and
Yeah.
shit, and I can't.
Yeah.
I've been out of this fucking... Well, I've been out of fucking sword... I've been out of the stage combat business and the stunt business for fucking...
5
now
years.
It's been... Yeah, I guess it has been almost 6 years now.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, and I hate it. I loathe that I
Well, it's just
That's
unfortunate that if there was that available to you where
Yeah.
we're living now, you would still be a part of it. But
Oh, yeah.
it's not. It's
not here. The closest is in Chicago. And I'm not about to go to
closest would be Chicago. Yeah, there isn't enough. You need to open up your own school.
Oh, I'd love to. That's a plan at one point.
Yeah.
But
Anywho, yeah, the battle is. There's just so much going on.
Yeah.
And I guess did Maggie get sent to pirate orphanage?
I think so. Yeah, because she's like with these bunch of random boys, and then 2 fucking pirates guarding her.
Yeah, poor thing. She's the only girl.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And, Peter comes, saves her. One of the dudes just jumps out the window. Ain't you Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Ah! Just fucking good. And then the one guy's like, fuck you, I know you are.
Yeah,
and he just starts trying to fight him.
Daddy!
Yeah.
Daddy?
Peter Pan's
My dad?
And then, so then he saves Maggie, and Hook is fighting fucking Rufio. Well, Rufio goes after Hook.
Yeah, you can tell there's some...
And I love that
shit.
because
There's history.
Even Hook was like, Rufio.
Yeah.
Rufio. And it does make you think with that shit. It's like, since Peter's been gone, Rufio might have been that... He wasn't as big of a thorn as what Peter was.
Yeah.
But it's almost like Hook knows, if I fucking kill you,
Uh-huh.
I've got fucking Peter.
Yeah.
If I fucking kill you, then Peter's mine.
Ooh.
That's my thought. It's like, I'm gonna fucking do your ass in because that's gonna piss him off. And then it's gonna be,
Yeah.
And then here we go. And then they do have that fucking just, God damn it, man.
And it is funny, we have to also mention Hook's face while...
God!
While the Lost Boys use their Earth-made weapons.
Paint gun the chicken.
I just love that we got this reaction. Like, he is in such disbelief and shock. And, is this really fucking happening? Are these children beating my grown, gutless, ruthless pirates?
Yeah. Remember the fires of hell that forged you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, man. But yeah, his reactions are fucking priceless.
Yeah.
But then he fucking kills Rufio. And Peter's like, no!
Yeah.
And then goes down there, and Rufio's last words were, you know what I wish? I wish that I had a dad like you.
Ugh.
And Jack. Oh my God, Jack. That was his eye-opener. It was like...
Because he'd forgotten.
Well, Jack forgotten, but how many times even before Jack forgot... Do you think that Jack was seriously like, I fucking wish you weren't my dad?
Ooh.
Like, I wish you were not my fucking father. You don't give a shit about me. You don't do anything. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then Jack sees that kid just said, I wish you were my dad. Like, I wish I had a dad like you. And Jack was like, oh my God, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's what he says.
And then...
He's not, like, only sorry for the death of Rufio, but I am sorry for...
What a pain in the ass I might.
Yeah, or how unappreciative... Yeah, he's sorry too.
And then Hook is like, Peter, it's you and me. Peter's like, fuck you, I'm leaving. I'm taking my kids, we're going. Goodbye.
And his kids, they were the ones that were like,
we're gonna leave.
He's just a mean old man without a mommy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Hook says...
He threatens.
Yeah, he threatens. He goes, Peter, if you leave, I promise you there will be daggers with the name James Hook on every... from your children's children to your grandchildren, Peter. He goes, what do you want, old man? Just you. Then they fight. They have that fucking amazing fucking choreography fight. And that's both of them. Now, I will say that I am pretty fucking positive the majority of the time that Dustin Hoffman may have had, not may, he did. He had a fucking stunt double most likely doing. Both of them, I'm sure did. But... I did see there are clips on YouTube of the two of them doing their own swordplay. And you start off slow, just like how anybody learns swordplay. And then there was a moment where they both were going fucking full fucking speed doing it. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Yes, queens. Like, it was fucking amazing. I was like, you fucking bitches. But anywho, it was so great, and I love it. And and this is what pisses me off, because one of the moves that we learned when I was learning rapier was one of the moves that Hook fucking does when they were, and I can't remember, it's not a fucking Bellistra, but I don't think it was, but it was the move where Hook he does this like jump in the air, leap, and then it stomps on the ground. And it's like, boom, and Peter was mocking it and was like, and he like stomps his foot. That's a real fucking move. I learned that we would do that move when and I can't fucking remember what it was called.
I thought it was something else because Thud, he found a way to hit the boards and I thought that Peter was attempting to do the same thing Thud did.
Nope, it's a legit... No, he was mocking Hook because Hook was doing a move that actually is supposed to, like, distract your opponent.
Whoa!
That's why you do that leap, and then it's like you stomp on the ground because it's supposed to be like a distraction thing to kind of get the person's eyes to go down. And then it gives you the advantage in a sword fight.
I never took...
I can't fucking remember the name of it. And
I never
and
took sword or anything. I was too intimidated to do
it.
sword, and I regret not taking it. But we find out that Hook wears a wig.
Yeah, he's bald.
Yep.
It's flawless body.
It's flawless.
Peter,
it's flawed body.
Peter, you took my hand. You could at least give me my dignity.
Yes.
He goes, here, you take your fucking ship and leave
Yeah.
Neverland. Don't ever come back. Daddy, don't kill,
Yeah.
What would the world be like without... Bless you, child. Good form, Jack.
Yes.
And then,
Hook plays dirty.
Hook does. He fucking shoots a dagger out of his
sleeve. Yeah.
Fools, James Hook is Neverland! Anywhere you go, you will find it. It will say, thus perished Peter Pan. And then he fucking just comes down with the hook. He's about to drop the gauntlet. Fucking Tinkerbell comes out of nowhere, catches the bitch, and then swings it in the crocodile.
Yeah, I think Peter's the one that, like...
Oh, Peter swung it.
He directs
it into the
hook
crocodile.
into the crocodile.
And then you see that green smoke that we saw in the beginning.
Yeah.
That magic, that green smoke shit that starts to come in. Hook is like, what's happening? What is happening? And he's freaking out. And now, it does start. This did scare me as well as a kid.
It did, me too.
And you see, and honestly, I'm going to say it. How it's done is perfect because I personally believe that CGI would kill this.
Ooh.
I think CGI would have killed this fucking moment.
In a bad way.
Yeah. I do, in a bad way. Yeah. In a bad way, indeed.
Yeah.
I think CGI would have butchered this.
They weren't killing
as simple as this fucking moment was, I love it because he did. He killed the fucking crocodile, he stuffed it, and he made it into a fucking clock. Now, when he stabbed it, the fucking clock falls off.
Yes.
And that's when Hook is like freaking out at this point, and then the crocodile the head just moves.
And it gives
and it
a
just
little
looks
growl.
down and it growls and it's like... And and it like looks... And Hook is just like in terror. You see him fucking... Like, he was afraid of clocks this entire fucking film because it reminded him of the crocodile.
Yeah.
But now, he has seen this fucking fear. He has seen the crocodile, the thing that he only fears.
Yeah.
And then the fucking crocodile just falls forward and fucking just mouth open.
My puppy.
Exactly. Mouth open, and then it swallows him. And then the boys look under, you hear a burp.
Yeah.
And then they're just, Hook's gone! And they're all like investigating the belly and all like, how the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
But it's like, and I think that again, that might have been like that green mist, that fucking smoke. It brought that fucking the crocodile back to life for its revenge, to avenge fucking, to avenge itself. And then finally, Peter is all like, "Yeah, we did it!" Freaking out with the Lost Boys.
Bangarang!
And then the kids are like, "We're ready to go."
Yeah, can we go now?
And Peter has to choose who to leave in charge. And that's where I thought, man, I thought that the kid with the top hat should have been in charge. But...
Well, I think Thud, he represented someone who could be a leader, but he also had compassion.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the hat dude was more militant, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I think Thud was, I don't know, the best of both worlds.
More humility, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, but so he chooses Thud, and then he ventures off, goes home.
I do love the quote that he says when he's flying away, "Thank you for believing."
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is like Robin Williams' quote.
Yes,
like,
it is.
It's
absolutely.
Like when I think of Robin Williams, it's that quote because it's like, thank you for believing, like believing in him.
Yeah.
Not as Peter, but like, even if he didn't, is there a celebration going on right now? Like, there's like legit fireworks.
I don't know, it's fucking Trump making another goddamn speech.
Fucking A. God, fucking cares?
Jesus.
Anyway. But we have to mention Moira's reaction.
I love Moira. I planned on it. Yeah. When the kids get in, they hide in the bed. Moira wakes up. Wendy wakes her up. Well, Moira wakes up. Wendy comes in. "Oh, my child, have you been awake this entire time?" Moira's just like, "Oh, no, I just can't." And then the kids just get up, and she's like, and it's
falls
every
to her knees.
Yes, and it is every emotion. It is happy. It is sad. It is terror. It is like.
Yeah,
I love her reaction because in so many other Peter Pan films, or even any film where you lose a child, or your kid comes back from running away, it's always the happy smile bit. It's never like what she gives. Mm-hmm. She gives this, "Oh my fucking God, like, thought you were dead. You probably say, is this real? Like, what is this?" It's just a beautiful fucking moment.
Amazing.
And then Peter wakes up to Jingles, and you see these beer bottles being swept up, and Peter's like, "What the hell?" and looks over, and then you see this man standing over him, and he's like, "Hello," and it's fucking Smee, and he's just like, what did he say? It was like,
having trouble with the missus.
Yeah, having trouble with the missus. Yeah,
something like, "You definitely will when you find yourself home," or something.
Right. Well, he's like, having trouble with the missus, and he's like, "Well, after last night, I'm sure you will now."
Yeah, because you said that
Smee probably thought that Robin was the one that had all those fucking beers and woke up in the fucking
in the snow
with all these beers that fucking Smee's picking up. But that's also what makes me think, like, I think that was really Smee, and Smee was the one,
do too.
Because obviously Smee had all the fucking. He had all the documents. So that's Smee's fucking alter ego right there. Smee was the window washer. Smee was the one who took the baseball. And then Peter does this hilarious leap over the fucking wall and lands. He's like, "Ow. Yeah, Nana! Yeah. Who, I guess they just, every dog they get named Nana because Nana
and
would
they
be...
and they sought out a dog that looks exactly like Nana.
I know, yeah. And... Nana number 3. So they, so Peter, he finds this phone, and he's like, "Brad!" And he's telling Brad all this shit, and he's like, "Brad, I gotta climb a drain pipe. All right, I'll talk to you later. We have to put I would have flown up. Why?
Because I'm on a fairy dust.
Why? Yeah, and then he goes up, and he taps on the window, and he's like, Jack answers it, and he goes, "What did I tell you about this window?"
"Excuse me, do you have an appointment?"
Always leave it up!
Yeah.
Oh, God, and then he sees Wendy, and he's all like, "Oh, God. Wendy. So, hello, Wendy. She goes, hello, boy.
Hello, Wendy lady.
Hello, Wendy lady. She goes,
Yeah.
hello, boy. She goes, boy, why are you crying? And he goes, a tear for every happy thought.
Yeah.
And he was like, come here, give us a squudge.
Yeah.
And then he gives Toodles his marbles. And Toodles had fairy dust hidden in the fucking marbles. And Toodles starts dumping fairy dust and is all like, one for me!
Yeah.
And then flies off.
Seize the day!
Seize the day! Yeah, and then the movie ends with fucking Toodles flying off, everybody happy. And
I love that Wendy, she says, so your adventures are over, and Peter says no, to live would
it's a pretty big adventure.
Is the best adventure, because Hook would say death is the only great adventure.
Yeah, death is the only great adventure.
Yep. And that's all.
That's fucking Hook, y'all. That's Hook. So, let's move on over, if I can turn, to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook. Who was the covetous, dull-brained baggage? Who was the greedy, envious, possession of others, dim-witted, whore?
The prostitutes.
I mean, they really were, especially since baggage apparently is prostitutes.
Baggage.
What the fuck is this barrage outside? Jesus Christ.
Are we at the Magic Kingdom?
I feel like we're at fucking war. Anywho, maybe the Lost Boys and the Pirates are fucking fighting right now, and we're missing the shit, so we gotta hurry this shit up.
Yeah.
I gotta go fight with my... I don't know what side I would be on. Ooh. I guess I'd be on a pirate now. No, I'm a pirate!
Yes.
Peter, I've become a pirate. Anywho. Alright, gang. So, let's go down to it. I already know. You will.
I would and I have.
Thank you.
Yes, I would and I have.
God, I'm so happy.
I've watched this movie throughout my childhood as well.
Yes.
But I want to, like, this movie, it just puts me in such a good mood. Like, it wants me to, like, stick to something that is magical and, like, I don't know. So this is still kind of going off our little thing of, like, movies that you haven't seen, but I know we talked about wanting to do it before, and it's also recent. I want to do The Shape of Water.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk about something artsy.
Well, I can't tell everybody what I feel about it because it wouldn't be in our podcast. But, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
You heard it here, folks. Next week, Shape of Water. All right, ladies and gentlemen, contemplators, thank you once again for joining us on this wonderful day. Please like, subscribe. You can find us on all podcasting platforms, and please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts if you do not mind.
Oh, yes, and we are also all over the World Wide Web. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. We have email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And we have Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
Yeah! All right, contemplators, we'll see you next week with Shape of Water. And remember, what would the world be like without movies and contemplation?
Oh, you devil.
Bye!
Bye!